Okay, good. So, Troy, tell a little bit about yourself and then also what your company is.
Yeah, so my name is Troy Plota. I'm a longtime fashion advertising photographer who has now become a tech entrepreneur.
Wow.
I have a former number one app in the App Store with Plotograph, and now we're launching the world's first all AI social platform.
Wow, amazing. And why did you come to Command Your Brands?
A friend of mine recommended Command Your Brand years ago, and I'm just trying to think. Like honestly, I don't remember, but I'm really glad they did.
Yeah.
It's been because I've known about you guys for years, and I've been working on my product so much, and so now it just came to the point to where it's like, okay, it's time to promote, it's time to get out there, it's time to talk about AI, it's time to really kind of like, command my brand for sure. So you guys have been helping me quite a bit with that. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. And what was your experience with the onboarding process? Do you remember that?
Oh gosh, the onboarding process. Yeah, my experience with the onboarding process, it was very easy. I was like really glad to see it because I was like, I wouldn't even have known, of course, some of these questions to ask or to think about or to try to like understand because I'm so close to my brand that
Hmm.
these questions really help me kind of understand even myself as far as what I'm doing to promote it with, because I'm so close to it, it helps me to understand how to really communicate that to others.
Great. And what value did you receive in your onboarding?
Just the value that I received in my onboarding was just the process as far as like what I really need to do to get out there and to make my presence known in a way that's meaningful, in a way that others will understand.
Awesome. And how was your experience working with the PR team?
My experience working with the Command Your Brand PR team is just like amazing. Like you guys have like the coolest team. Like I feel like personal friends actually with the whole team. Um, yeah, I really do. Like honestly, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, it's I deal with a lot of people throughout the day and throughout the weeks and that sort of thing. I really look forward to talking with you guys and to setting up these podcasts and getting the feedback and going back and forth with you.
Awesome. I know you probably have some of this in your business, but what results did the program so far create in your business?
Yeah, the results so far have been amazing because it's helped me really reach out to audiences that I normally wouldn't have reached out to or wouldn't have known necessarily.
Mm.
And yeah, so within the process, it also helps me understand from even the other guests and the other podcasts is like the questions that they have that the audience will have as well. So it's really helped me kind of like expand.
Awesome, man. And then how did appearing on podcast help your messaging?
Appearing on the podcast really helped my messaging in many ways. Once again, like I said before, it's like in ways that I wouldn't even have thought. There's a difference between engaging with my audience on social media, which I do, this is what I do,
Mhm.
and engaging with a host who's asking me these questions that are very relevant outside of the norm, um, and it really kind of helps me get that message out in a different way.
Amazing. And was there a show at a particular, I know you've been on a couple of shows. Was there any show that I was like, wow, that was such a great show and you just got a lot of results from that? Like, could you get to describe your just experience with that?
I'm not sure if there's a necessarily a single show there because there's actually so many. There's a lot of them,
Hmm.
but I love the formats. Like one format that I did a news show, and I don't think I've ever done a news show before. And I love the back and forth went quite fast. It was
Mm.
a little bit different than just the standard podcast, but I love doing the podcast and I love having that intellectual conversation then doing the news shows as well was like a little bit of a fast paced sort of back and forth and really getting me thinking quickly and answering questions quickly too. So that was fun.
Yeah. And is there anything else you like to communicate in your experience working with Command Your Brands?
One thing that I'd like to, okay, let me restate that.
Yeah,
What, say the question again.
sure. So, is there anything else you like to communicate in your experience working with Command Your Brands?
Yeah, another thing that I would like to communicate my experience with Command Your Brand is just how professional and I'm I'm an artist. My
Yeah.
whole brand is art and talking with artists, and I felt really at home. It wasn't so much. it was like a structure without the corporate sort of feel. And
Mm,
that's what I was saying earlier. I really feel like I have friends with Command Your Brand. I really feel like it's an atmosphere that really I feel from the team that they want me to do well and they want me to expand.
amazing. Awesome. And would you recommend Command Your Brands?
I would recommend Command Your Brand to anybody who wants to get out there and expand. And actually, honestly, like as a CEO and founder of a company, it's hard to get out there and it's hard to be like, hey, now it's something that we need to do, and it's literally something that's important for us as brands now. So Command Your Brand almost gives you the instruction of how to do that in a format, especially within the podcast, to have that conversation where you're talking about something that's really close to your heart. So I definitely would recommend Command Your Brand to anybody who's really ready to get out there and go to the next level.
Amazing. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time and thank you for the awesome experience you guys are providing for me.
Awesome.